Imagine ancient India, not a unified nation but a patchwork of kingdoms. These kingdoms squabbled and fought. They were vulnerable to conquest. This was the India into which Chandragupta Maurya was born, a land ripe for change, a land on the verge of something new. The Nanda dynasty was strong, a formidable force in ancient India. They ruled with an iron fist, their influence stretching far and wide. But they were also complacent, basking in their power and wealth. They believed their reign was unshakable. They underestimated Chandragupta Maurya, a young and ambitious leader. This was a grave mistake. With the cunning tactics of his advisor, Chanakya, they meticulously exploited the weaknesses in the Nanda administration. Their strategy was precise and calculated. They rallied support from disgruntled factions, uniting those who were dissatisfied with Nanda rule. Their rebellion gained momentum, growing stronger with each passing day. Chandragupta wasn't content with just India. His vision extended beyond the subcontinent. He looked west, towards new horizons. The Greeks, under Alexander the Great, had established a significant presence in the region. Their influence was felt across the land. These satraps, or governors, were left vulnerable after Alexander's death. Chandragupta saw an opportunity. He attacked with precision and force. His campaigns against the Greeks were swift and decisive. Each battle was a testament to his military prowess. He drove them out of India, securing his borders and proving his might. His leadership was unchallenged. The Mauryan Empire was expanding rapidly, its territory growing with each conquest. But Chandragupta wasn't finished yet. He consolidated his power, ensuring his rule was absolute. He built a strong central administration, laying the groundwork for efficient governance. He created a vast and formidable army, a force to be reckoned with. He laid the foundation for an empire that would dominate India for generations, leaving a legacy that would be remembered throughout history. Ashoka, Chandragupta's grandson, was a ruler of a different sort. Unlike his grandfather, who laid the foundation of the Mauryan Empire, Ashoka's reign would be marked by both unparalleled ambition and a profound transformation. He was known for his ruthlessness, his ambition, his desire to expand the empire knew no bounds. He wanted to surpass even his grandfather. To be remembered as the greatest ruler in Indian history, he launched a series of brutal conquests, expanding the empire further. Each victory brought more land, more power, but also more bloodshed. But one war would change everything: the Kalinga War. The Kalinga War, a small kingdom on the east coast of India, Ashoka desired it. He invaded. The people of Kalinga resisted fiercely. What followed was one of the bloodiest conflicts in Indian history. Ashoka's forces were victorious, but the cost was unimaginable. But the victory came at a terrible cost. The carnage horrified Ashoka. The sight of the battlefield, the stench of death, the cries of the wounded and dying, the sight of the battlefield, the stench of death, the sheer scale of human suffering, it shook him to his core. The human cost of his ambition became horrifyingly real. The human cost of his ambition became horrifyingly real. The faces of the dead and the grieving haunted him. This single event, this blood-soaked victory, triggered a profound change in the emperor. He began to question the very nature of power and conquest. The ruthless conqueror would become the pacifist emperor. Ashoka embraced nonviolence and dedicated his life to spreading peace and compassion. Section 4. The Transformation of an Emperor, Ashoka's Path to Peace. This chapter delves into the remarkable journey of Ashoka, one of India's greatest emperors, who turned from a fierce warrior to a beacon of peace. Ashoka, haunted by the horrors of Kalinga, underwent a profound transformation. The bloodshed and loss deeply affected him. He renounced violence and embraced Buddhism, seeking solace and a new path. He dedicated his life to peace and to spreading his newfound faith. Ashoka's commitment to Buddhism was unwavering, and he worked tirelessly to promote its teachings. His edicts, carved on pillars and rocks throughout the empire, spoke of non-violence, compassion, and tolerance. He built hospitals to care for the sick. He dug wells to provide water for all. He promoted education to enlighten his people. He sent missionaries to spread Buddhism far and wide, reaching distant lands and cultures. His efforts helped Buddhism flourish beyond the Indian subcontinent. His reign became a golden age for the Mauryan Empire and for Buddhism itself. The empire thrived under his rule, marked by prosperity and cultural advancements. Ashoka's transformation remains one of the most dramatic examples of a ruler choosing peace over power. His legacy continues to inspire generations, reminding us of the profound impact of compassion and non-violence. Section 5. Legacy of the Mauryans. An empire fades, but its impact endures. No empire lasts forever. After Ashoka's death, the Mauryan Empire began to decline. Weak successors, internal strife, external threats. It all chipped away at the empire's foundations. By the end of the 2nd century BCE, the Mauryan Empire was no more. But its legacy endured. Chandragupta's vision of a united India. Ashoka's message of peace and tolerance. These ideas continued to resonate. The Mauryan Empire left an indelible mark on India. Its influence can still be felt today.